All right, more updates in this very story. We're learning that the Congress Legislative Party meeting is set to be postponed. It will now be held after October 19th. What that essentially means is that the meeting will be held after results of the Congress presidential elections are out. MLAs, I believe, will go to Delhi after October 19th. All MLAs will meet Sonia Gandhi in Delhi. We're going to go over to senior editor Pallavi Ghosh. She's with us right now to bring us a lot more context on this story. Pallavi, what that essentially seems to mean now is that the entire Congress, the entire Rajasthan Congress in particular, they're all going to wait for the results of the election before Ashok Gehlot decides to step down. I think the top question for our audiences is why didn't they decide to do this anyway? Why the last minute change up? Could you shine a light on it for us?
But I think they've decided to postpone that decision. And if the Congress top leadership was hoping that the nomination process would also mean a simultaneous solving of the Rajasthan crisis, I don't think that's going to be happening. So you're just postponing a problem, not really solving it. So what really happens now, we're going to wait for Ashok Gehlot to come to the national capital to see whether he files the nomination papers. The last date actually is 30th. Today begins the auspicious day because of the Navratras. So today till the 30th is any time when Ashok Gehlot can be expected, if he's going to be contesting as the president of the party, to file in his nomination papers. The numbers are clearly stacked in his favor. A lot depends on what the other candidates. For now, it's only Shashi Tharoor. So in that sense, I think the numbers are stacked in the favor of Ashok Gehlot. But I think if the Congress party puts a lid on one issue, which is who's going to be their president, I think the lid is going to be again open on another key issue, is that can Rajasthan survive minus the Ashok Gehlot factor? Certainly the scenes which have been played out yesterday till late last night, Toya, it seems that an Ashok Gehlot, a Rajasthan minus Ashok Gehlot is going to actually throw up more problems than solutions. One, of course, are the MLAs. Many of the MLAs are supporters of Ashok Gehlot. I don't think they would accept, say, a Sachin Pilot to be a replacement of Gehlot should Gehlot become the president. They would ideally want someone who's considered to be close to Gehlot. The argument that they're giving very simply is that when that so-called rebellion took place, engineered by Sachin Pilot, who were the people who were loyal to the party? Those are the people who need to be rewarded at this point of time. What does that do to Sachin Pilot? Well, in comparison to Gehlot's camps, he has much fewer MLAs. So will he be able to use that leverage? Third and the most important factor is, Toya, it's a fact. In private, there has been an assurance which has been given to Pilot and his supporters. He's going to be made the chief minister ahead of the Rajasthan elections. What's really going to happen to that? Are we seeing a repeat of the Punjab moment in Rajasthan? Complete chaos or shaken top Congress leadership? That's what the Congress looks like now.
Okay. Pallavi, I do want to understand before we go over to my colleague Akash in Jaipur, I just want to understand from you, for our audiences, would it be fair to read all of the last few days' events as a signal of the fact that Gehlot and the Congress top leadership were not actually on the same page?
The top leadership would ideally want Gehlot to be the president. They also would want the situation to be in control. I think if you look at Gehlot's statements over the last few days, I think that's a straight giveaway. One, when he began by saying that he doesn't want to become the president, he would want Rahul Gandhi to become the president. So that's where the reluctance comes in. Second, when he says that, one man, one post mantra does not apply in his situation, very clearly is a giveaway that he doesn't want to give up being the chief minister. Third, in his meeting with Sonia Gandhi, when he said that let the MLAs decide, I think that's the strongest signal which was sent to the Congress leadership, which perhaps they failed to understand and take, is that the MLAs will decide, and MLAs will always decide in favor of Gehlot or Gehlot-supported chief minister, not someone like a Sachin Pilot.
Okay, Pallavi Ghosh, thank you so much for that contest. Let's go over now to my colleague Akash. Akash is with us, as you can already see, live right now in Jaipur to bring us a lot more context on the entire story. Akash, walk us through everything we've seen play out in Jaipur over the last few days, and also walk us through, when it comes to the Rajasthan Assembly, the numbers. Tell us about the Congress numbers. Tell us about how large currently the Gehlot camp is. I know that last minute it seemed we'd also seen some switchovers. You had one or two MLAs who came out in support of Pilot quite openly a few days ago. So where do the numbers for both camps stand as we speak?
Right. So, Toya, first of all, I want to mention about the drama that was witnessed yesterday. And, it was claimed that more than 90 MLAs, in fact, to be very exact, it was said that 92 MLAs are ready to give their resignation just because they are not very happy with the CPL meeting that was called in yesterday. And also, they are not very happy that they were not, asked for any sort of suggestion or assurance or any sort of advice in that particular matter. And specifically when we talk about the succession of Ashok Gehlot, because there was a buzz that Sachin Pilot has been decided as the next chief minister, and CPL meeting would be a formality only, where Ajay Makan and Mallikarjun Kharge, two central observer, will be present, very much present, and there it will be decided that now party high command would be choosing over the next chief minister. And this was the reason why these MLAs came out in public and said that we are going to resign just because we chose Ashok Gehlot as our leader, and we were not consulted before this particular decision. Now talking about the numbers, so 92 is the number, the MLA, the exact number that is claimed to be with Ashok Gehlot, and they are calling it Gehlot camp. While on the other hand, the total number, if we talk about the Congress MLA, so 108 in fact is the figure in the assembly, and overall in government we have 121, but this has the support of other independents and other small parties as well. Talking about the Congress, so 107 is the number, and it is clearly visible that as of now Gehlot camp is much more stronger camp at this point in time, and Sachin Pilot is running out of support of MLAs. Also, talking about the particular consensus that was made yesterday by these MLAs, and as my colleague Pallavi was pointing out, so they have clear demands. They have three demands. First one is that you cannot call a CPL meeting before the election process of the president of Indian National Congress, and also they want that someone from the loyalist camp. We know about the crisis of year 2020, and that's the reason why they are saying that they want, if not Ashok Gehlot, they want someone from the loyalist camp to be the next chief minister, which is again very obvious that they don't want Sachin Gehlot to be the next chief minister. Yesterday we saw a whole lot of drama unfolding in Jaipur, and today we are expecting some meetings with the central observers, specifically with Ajay Makan, because he is also the in charge of the state. And we are expecting that Pratap Singh Khachariawas and other MLAs would be again meeting to Ajay Makan, and then it will be decided as to what will be the next step. Also, we are learning, as my colleague Pallavi was pointing out, that before 19 we won't be having any CPL meeting, which is clear that after this election process only we are going to have this particular decision as to who will be the next chief minister. Also, Toya, given the conditions that we are seeing continuous statements by Ashok Gehlot, so some are believing that this is a stroke by Gehlot himself, because he doesn't want to give away this particular post, and in case he is giving away this post, then he doesn't want Sachin Pilot to be the next chief minister, and that's the reason why, in fact, opposition is taking a dig at Congress as of now. On one hand, they are carrying out this Bharat Jodo Yatra, and on the other hand, they are unable to keep their flock together.
Okay, stay with us, please, Akash. Stay with us, please, Pallavi. We have more breaking news in this very same story that we're going to move to as we speak. All right, more developments that took place late yesterday. Rajasthan State Ministers Pratap Singh Khachariawas and Shanti Dhariwal, they both held a meeting with the AICC observers Ajay Makan and Mallikarjun Kharge at the Chief Minister, that is Ashok Gehlot's residence, yesterday. Now, I believe we can go over to my colleague Pallavi to actually understand what took place in the meeting, what sound bites we heard after the meeting. Let's go over to Pallavi to understand more. Pallavi?
Well, see, Toya, it's becoming increasingly clear that there are many within the Gehlot government who feel that, one, ideally Gehlot should not be going over to a centre as a president. And second, even if he does, then he should not give up charge as the chief minister, because 2023 is when the elections are taking place, and the BJP has been making this an issue. And the BJP, in any case, is hopeful of coming back to power. In any case, if we look at the Rajasthan pattern, it's a cyclical pattern. So this time down, the BJP certainly has an edge. And a Gehlot, Rajasthan minus Gehlot, and that's what they have conveyed, is going to be very, very tough. The second important thing which has been conveyed to observers is the loyalty factor. They repeatedly make reference to the fact that there were certain people, and obviously the references to Sachin Pilot, who were camping in the national capital. And according to them and their allegations, they were negotiating with the BJP. It was a failed rebellion. And therefore, can we really trust these people again? How do we know that they're